This is a public service announcement. Viewer discretion is advised. If you find any of the following content vulgar, crude, or otherwise offensive, please leave a comment telling us why. Then promptly piss off.
It's time for Dash League. It's time for Dash. Let's dash. Let's dash. My intro got blocked, so it's time for Dash League. It's time for Dash League. I hope this doesn't get blocked. It's time for Dash League. It's time for Dash League. Yo, let's do it. Dre Day in the place to be. Dre Day in the place to be. Dash League TV. Dre Day in the place to be. Dre Day with the place to be. It's time for Dash League TV. Yo, what up, everybody? My intro got blocked, so I came back with this new hot track on the back. Gonna come back, yo. Why you mad? Cause I took your track. It's time for Dash League. Let's get on with the matchup of the league. Let me bring in the posse with me. It's time for Dash League TV. Yo, what up, everybody? What'd you think of my dumbass intro?
That was bad.
I think that was actually really funny.
It's all freestyle. We're all this is the part I like. I know you guys can hear it in the booth. Oh, can you hear it in the booth? Oh yeah, you can hear it in the booth.
Yeah.
All right, let me turn it down for you guys. And there's this part where Mario goes, "I love you." What's
I love
up?
that.
Tell me about this matchup we got coming up.
Alright, bye, Callie. So it looks like today we've got Death v Supernova. So this is going to be a really awesome matchup. I know Death's been working really hard, and so has Supernova. So I'm super excited to see how it goes today.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I think that these are two teams that have had mixed results this season. They've definitely had some strong showings in some cases, but are also showing, whether it be roster weaknesses or just development weaknesses, with Death being a newer team, that there are levels that they can continue to elevate to. So, Supernova is sort of a known quantity in a lot of ways. Death has a lot of veterans, but they also are incorporating a lot of new players. And so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. You see how that Death lineup matches up currently. It's a strong lineup. They have that experience with Fathead and Despair. They have the leadership of Reaper, Garbage Man, who's another former captain, and then Callie is really the only new player who's really fantastic. Got a player in a scrimmage last week. And she just continues to get better and better. So yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and then looking at Supernova so far, they've got Boydoy, who's been doing awesome this season. Same with Dot. Mando, I'm super excited to see him out here. And then I can't read the fourth player. Who is that?
Michael Spleen.
Oh, Michael Spleen. Okay, I have not really seen him play, but I've been hearing about him on Discord, so I'm super excited to see him on here today.
Woo! Yeah, if I remember correctly, the last Supernova matchup, Michael Spleen played, I think, 2 of the 3, and had, I think, a really strong performance on one of the maps, and then struggled a little bit on the other one. So it goes back and forth, but that's also just how it is when you're a new player. When you kind of can play more naturally what you're used to, as opposed to having to play like a more set role for your team, it can impact your performance just because you're not used to everything. But I'm sure that he'll be getting adjusted and settling into that role as he keeps on getting playing time.
Oh, for sure. And I'm excited to see Callie. She was in the booth with us for a second, and then she had to go.
Yeah, she came in and bounced like that, but it's okay. We got the rest of the team. We got USPS with us in the booth. We got Gatsby coming in, filling in for the homie makers, because I need some help. If you guys hear me talking the whole time, you're gonna scratch your ears out. And helping me on the cam, usually percent, but stepping in, the man, Mr. V. Thank you for joining me, Mr. V.
Hello, guys.
What are your thoughts on this match?
I don't know either of these teams very well, so I'm excited to see who's gonna take this. I seriously don't know.
Well, I got I'm gonna go with I gotta go with Death on this one. I'm gonna go with Death. I think Death is gonna take this whole setup, but we'll see how it goes. Is anybody else gonna pick a team, or am I gonna just sit out here by myself? Because I have a feeling that nobody wants to pick teams.
Oh no, I'm definitely going for Death this round. They're in our clan. I was on Death for a couple of months, and so I'm really excited to see. I know they work really hard. They're really strategy oriented, objective oriented. I have really high hopes. I think that Death's going to take it today.
Gatman?
Yeah, I'd have to give the edge to Death in this situation, but I will say a lot will depend on who Supernova brings in as their fifth here. If it's Yeet Kid, I think that definitely shifts things. That's a strong lineup for them. Dot is just a really incredible long-range pistol sniper. Yeah, so what it comes down to is it comes down to the team unity, whether or not those strategies are really in line. Death strategies are still being formed a little bit more than Supernova, and Supernova was sort of a middling team last year, but even experience that has mixed results is more than not having experience. And so whether or not Death can stay cohesive, stay on points, which I'm sure that they will because of that veteran leadership and the fact that they've been working on this a long time. But there is that difference as far as how odds stack up when you're in a pressure situation in a league match, and maybe things aren't quite going your way. If the instinct is to just start freeballing it, essentially just playing solo, doing your own thing, that can really detract from the team's success. And so I think you see that more with new teams than teams that have been through this over and over and over again.
Yeah, but looking at this lineup, I mean,
yeah,
I feel like all of these players on Death are extremely objective focused. I think we're going to see a lot of heavy weapons coming out from Garbage Man, a lot of disrupting coming from Callie. Same with Despair. Oh my gosh, he disrupts like crazy. So I mean, then you've got Fathead and Reaper, and I just really think that this is going to be the lineup to beat. Like I'm really excited. I think they're going to.
The only thing I contest in what you just said is that Fathead is an objective based player. That's a little bit of a stretch.
He's not here to defend himself.
What better
is
time
Fathead
to
the Antonio Brown of this league?
Oh, 1,000,000%. He's more of the. I'd say he's more of the Rob Gronkowski of the league.
Well, I mean, at least he has championships under his belt. You're good, Fat. You're good. You're good.
But yeah, let's see who Supernova brings in as their fifth player.
We're standing by.
Yeah, standing by on that fifth.
I'm scared to play any music right now because, we already know what the hell. You guys heard the dumbass intro, but don't worry. I'm working on a new one. It's coming out. It's gonna be dope. Kind of. I can't promise that because if it isn't dope, it's subjective. I'm waiting for this map. We got Payload, Canyon. I'm excited. They announced that the price of the Hyper Dash is $19.99. Make sure you go wishlist it now. Say you like it, you love it.
Hell yeah.
That's a deal. $20. I mean, come on, bro.
Oh, for sure. That's going to be a great deal. And I can't wait to see the new orange payload. Like, the sneak peeks we've been getting of that have been incredible.
It's going to be good.
I'm scared of how many people are coming in because of that price point. Like, there's going to be so many.
More viewers for Dash League TV.
Yeah. That's when they start noticing what you're doing. Like, what is this guy doing? Why are people... Nah, never mind. Dash League, let's get to it.
I feel like right after release, it'll be a great time for me to practice all the weapons that I'm just terrible at, specifically like sniper, because the only chance to play against people that I can probably kill with those guns. Oh man.
I think the first one that I'm going to work on is probably going to be shocks. I want the gold shock skins, and then I'll just move on from there. They're not even my best weapon. I just really like them. So I think that's what I'm going for when the game gets released.
The gold shocks are that's a tall order to get as far as
Oh, here we go. Are we going?
Oh, but they didn't bring the player.
They just
Not
don't
yet.
have a fifth in there. But yeah,
However,
the
they
damage
are
is something crazy. I think it's 100,000 damage points with shocks.
I think that's rockets. I want to say shocks was
Maybe
like
so.
1,000 kills or something. Maybe more.
I think there's some sort of combo. I can't remember exactly, but either way, it was a bonkers one where I checked that and I was like, ooh, that's gonna take a while to get. Yes, shocks are fantastic. Big fan of them. Tor and I were able to join in on the little bit of the soul scrimmage that was happening a few days ago, and Tor and I were able to show them some of the shock plays that we do together.
So it looks like Supernova did bring in Yeet Kid.
There we go.
We get started. 1 minute to the 15-minute mark, so.
Orculum, can you please just apply gold shocks to my profile when the game releases?
Please.
Thank
Wait,
you.
no, me too.
Can we ask
Wait,
for
no,
that?
I want them.
Yeah. Can we ask for that? I didn't know we could do that.
No, that's just me.
No.
Board bias. Board bias.
But I'm on the board. I take advantage of all those perks when they come in handy.
All right, so
People
we've got
complain,
that
I'm not on the board.
starting on cart. So let's see how they're able to break through the lines of Supernova here at start.
Looks like they're gonna start with 2 stacked. Garbage Man and Despair riding that cart as it comes out. See the shocks already flying right now. Trying to take them out. It looks like they got a couple of players that are up with shocks. At least were, but yeah, doing a great job clearing out. I think there's only one more person left for Supernova that hasn't been taken down. So fantastic push. They had a triple stack. They have a double stacked.
This is a great start from Beth.
Sure.
It's always harder when you're starting on a blue team, because as far as you push the cart is how far they have to push the cart. So definitely advantages to starting on red team.
It's such a mixed bag, and I've gone back and forth. I think there's a lot, and I think a lot of the captains that have played a while have as well, which is that people are like, okay, well, it's better to start as red, and other people think, oh, it's better to start as blue.
Yeah.
It really just depends. Like, ultimately you have to be successful with the cart push, and so if you're able to be successful with the cart push, it's better to go first because then there's that additional pressure on the other team. But then if you start as red, then you get the added benefit of knowing what mark you have to hit. So it's all about how does your team feel pressure, whether or not they're better at pushing the cart when they're cold, or whether or not they can warm up more easily on red. It kind of goes back and forth. I don't really know if there's that answer.
I mean, if your
Who's our
team can lock
Rocketeer?
down
Who's our
the cart,
Rocketeer?
good disruptors, you're good to go. I mean, we're already at almost 4 minutes, and they've come around the curve. Like, they're doing great.
Coming around the bend real fast. Jeebus. 4 minutes.
I'd
and
imagine the
look how far they
Rocketeer
are.
is Yeet Kid. He likes that role. Yeet Kid is one of those players. I feel like I talk about this every single time Supernova plays. He's super adaptable. Like the range of skill set that he has in Hyperdash.
Yep, you called it.
Oh, look at that! Taking a little moment to wave at the drone there. That's fantastic. He can use rockets, as you see. I've seen him use shocks. I've seen him snipe. He's great with the pistols. He'll go double SMGs.
Come in.
He can pretty much play any of those roles.
This is a great showing from both teams.
Yeah. Great push though. I mean, ultimately, you're at this spot with 3:15 to go.
Yeah, you've got it.
You're feeling good about it, but what I'd like to see is a nice coordinated push here. Ooh.
No, I'm about to say it.
Oh, I know.
Come on, 3 minutes. Held him. Woo.
And see, this is what I'm talking about as far as sometimes when you're making good time. I think if they get a checkpoint there. Sometimes when you're making good time, you'll sometimes waste a little bit of advantage that you could have had in that situation because you saw them trickle in. 3 or 4 of them just sort of hit it at different varying points, and Supernova was able to hold them. They could have potentially made that with an extra 30 seconds if they had just rallied and did that push all together. And that seems so minor when they have this much time, but those are the kind of plays that will be the difference between winning and losing some maps for payload.
Garbage Man is doing a great job staying on the cart. I mean, he was top dasher just now from, from cart sitting. There's important roles for every map.
Yep. And Fathead did a really great job of pushing it for all of half a second there.
That's me. I get on there, I'm dead instantly, like insta-death.
Wow, Death is owning this map right now, in my opinion.
Yeah. Great push around the corner here. Can we see top dashers real quickly, Dre? So we've got Garbage Man at 11 and 10. And then we got Boydaway at 12 and 12. You see Dot there, though. Dot just always seems to rack up the kills. Doesn't matter what map he's in, he just seems to get himself in a position where he puts together a really nice KD. I'm curious about where he's sort of positioning.
Yeah, looking at the death stats, it looks like they're all pretty much equal as far as their KD ratios with each other.
Right.
But yeah, Dot's definitely standing out with the 2014.
I think one of the pieces that Supernova has been missing in payload is having specific roles when it comes to controlling the cart. They just sort of go at it, and you see the individual players just sort of charging in to battle, as opposed to having a coordinated, here's how we lock down the cart, here's how we push the cart situation. And you can see that kind of displayed here with almost 6.5 minutes left, and that cart is 7% away from the finish.
Percentages away. It looks like they're grouping up really well, though. Having 3 blue players with the cart right there is awesome.
Yep. Oh.
Whoa. He just totally
somehow they didn't run into each other, though. That was interesting.
Holding them back. I mean, at what time do you think the payload is gonna make it in? You think they're gonna hold them back for 3 minutes?
I'm gonna say they can hold them for another minute here, and that's mainly just due to the fact that this area, even if you take someone down, the respawn is just so fast.
Yeah.
And they do have a rocket going now as well, so yeah, I'd say I can see them holding it to about 4.5 left, something like that.
Yeah, I really want to see some of the Supernova players on cart, though. They're just leaving it open there, so every little time, like just now, when Death gets on cart, they're pushing it more.
Oh, great kill by Boydaway.
Here we go. Ooh.
That yeah, they need to be sitting on it, but Yeetkid with those rockets is definitely making a big impact. And until they take him down, it's gonna be hard to outpace this.
Here it is.
Oh,
got it.
Oh,
Halo. 448.
48.
You were pretty close. You were pretty damn close, man. All right, let's check out top dashers.
All right, so Garbage Man at 25 and 17. So not only pushed the cart the most, but had the most kills.
Most kills, that's awesome. Welcome Percent to the booth. Welcome.
Woo!
Hey, what's up? Thank you.
What's up, Percent?
Actually, I just got home, so jumped in. Tried to rush here.
Yeah, so overview of what just happened. Death had an awesome push out the gate. They were able to stay on cart and objective focus almost the whole time. So now we'll see what Supernova can do against Death on red team.
Yeah, that's great. They finished 4:48. That's really impressive and next to impossible to beat.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
And generally, when a team finishes with that much time left, you can assume they're going to be pretty good on defense too.
So who are you going for, Percent?
I think I'm gonna pull a laggy here and say Death's gonna win. I mean, that said, I really like this Supernova team. I mean, like Mando's an OG Onyx member, and we go way back. And then like E-Kid's like an OG player, Boy Doy. Dot's been one of those dudes who just like kind of came out of nowhere and started killing it. I don't think I've actually seen Michael Speen around. I wonder if that's a play on words, Michael Speen, but.
It's actually Michael Spleen.
Spleen? Okay. No, I don't see an L in there.
It was Spleen last time. Now I need to check the
roster.
I don't think his name matches the roster. That's a rule.
Well, Supernova's gonna have to give up their points that they earn. It's looking like. Honestly, I think that rule's a little flexible as long as we can identify the players.
Right.
I remember getting yelled at for not having the brackets around my percent before I changed that. So.
Well, you're different. Anything you do is clearly a hostile act, so that's a different discussion.
It's literally true. Yeah.
So anyway, it's Supernova pushing the cart.
I mean, they're doing a pretty good job considering that they just let a team finish with 4 minutes and 48 seconds. They're already out of this first little choke point here, coming into a much harder choke point though.
So I want to say death was around 3 minutes when they came to the first checkpoint, if I remember correctly.
So they're let's see, almost at the first turn here, or the last turn here before the checkpoint, and 4 minutes. I mean, that's about the proper pace. It's just this becomes such a monumental task when a team really knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
And we see explosives, which means they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Usually.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the other fascinating thing about Payload 2 is that the time that it takes for one team to finish one part of the map is not indicative of how they're going to finish the second half, and vice versa. So you'll see one team that seems like, oh, they're so behind here, and then they'll just absolutely crush it on the second half. Or a team that just blitzes through the first half and they get slowed way down in the second half. And that's the uniqueness of Payload, is that how successful you are in every stage of the map matters.
So
Absolutely.
can we talk about Garbage Man with the rockets for a second? Ooh, nice. That's a hard position to stand at with the cart being there. Mr. V, what do you think of this?
He's trying to kind of curve it around.
Shit. Some of you guys should probably pitch for the
He's doing a
Dodgers.
good job.
Good job by you
got
taking
killed.
care of that. That's like absolutely necessary if they're gonna keep moving.
Sorry, V, what did you say?
Oh, that he's doing a good job with the rockets curving around stuff.
So is that I've noticed a lot of rocket players hold them sideways like that. I can't do it that way. Is that how a lot of people do?
You're gangster.
It's for style points.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
So no, there is a practical reason for it, and that is because most of the time the curve that you're trying to get on the rocket is downward. So if you turn your wrists aside, you can just drop your wrists. It's an easier bend to make with your wrists than it is.
Then my wrists are just flexible.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're a young baby man, Mr. V. You know, there's no
You're
issue.
a robot. That doesn't count.
So we're at less than 2 minutes and they still haven't made the checkpoint yet. So I think that's just doing a really awesome job of holding them here.
Yeah, no, this is a hard.
Even if they do make checkpoint, I don't know. Has anyone timed it out? How much time does it take to get from checkpoint?
You'd have to
the
triple
finish?
stack it without stopping to even be close.
Right, yeah, 4 minutes 48 seconds, and they're only going to gain 6 minutes when they get through here, which is really tough to somehow keep up in that pace.
Shout out to Monkey Tang in the chat for understanding exactly what I'm talking about for the sideways rockets.
Hey. Sounds like, never mind. Hey,
Yeah,
Ashley!
yeah. Curves to the left, huh? That's a nice kill.
Early as F over here in LA. I hope it's.
Oh, they're gonna get it here. Oh.
Come on!
Oh, checkpoint!
Check it out.
That's fantastic.
All right.
Awesome. Awesome. Now triple stack that thing and
Let's see it. Let's go legendary. We got the gold shotties out. It's ready to rock and roll.
Gold Shotties. That sounds like a dope band name.
Most definitely.
Oh, you gotta stay on that. Oh man.
And they're already in there causing issues, slowing them down.
Definitely keeping the cart stacked is something that Supernova should be talking about after this match.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even see anyone riding it yet, so this is gonna be tough.
I wonder if at this point they're just like, screw it, we're just gonna get the kills now.
Possibly.
Yeah, KD's all that matters at this point, right? No, they can still do it. They have 1 minute left. I don't know if that's literally possible, but yeah, you know, try. Triple stack that thing. Oh, the shock's gonna take care of the triple stacking. Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
By the way, I do want to shout out the great play that Ekid made to break through that choke point there.
Yep, that was amazing.
Which is such an underrated, such an underrated move. I feel like not enough people even understand how to pull it off. And Yeekid is one of those players, like I said, that just, he knows how to use all the weapons. He knows how to time his push alongside his teammates in order to make that work. And I think he got 2 or 3 picks in the process, which is what you need to break through.
Yeah, I'd like to start seeing some more shocks on this map, you know, in the future matches.
I mean, I'm fine with it because it just, if people don't use them, and there's just more shocks for me to use every game that I play on this map.
It'd be cool if you didn't have to go all the way to the back or front. You know, just like a middle shock pickup somewhere near the rocket.
True, I would like a mid shock point, but I think we're getting what we're getting with this map.
You know, and the more shock pickups we
if
can
I
get
could-
in any map, the better.
Yeah, if I could hold down that choke point with double shocks, I'd be very happy. That sounds good to me, but I feel like other people would beg to differ.
Like on Corey, at the bare minimum, let's get 2 more shock pickups.
Ooh, yeah, not hidden so far back either.
Yeah, just my suggestion is replace those snipers they have in the what do they call those, like the alley or whatever people call it.
Quarry is just not a map to snipe
Alley
on,
got cut.
period.
Right, but we have 4 sniper pickups and 2 shock pickups. The shocks would be absolutely, I mean, are pretty damn
Shocks
sweet,
would be
but
fantastic.
they just take too much effort to get them.
Well, yeah, it's literally a time investment because there's only one available. So you're committing yourself to about 30 seconds as far as movements to get into the back tunnel, and then waiting for the shocks to spawn.
So at this point, Death has already won the round on time alone, but I would like
Yep,
to
pretty easily.
pushing all the way to checkpoint, you know?
There's it's 3.5. There's not going to be enough time in it, but we haven't really seen them have any sort of sustained push. So I would imagine they're probably going to get another 10%, 10 points on that board. Ooh, Garbage Man trying to loop it around.
Hey, he
Nicely
did it,
done.
he did it.
Whoa.
That's cool. I think we're gonna see some people copying this. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, for sure. I like this move. I'll try to copy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I will be trying that. That's pretty cool. That and Mega's play from the other week with his shocks on yellow. I think that's another fun one. We'll see more and more people start to replicate. Someone in the chat saying SMGs on waterway. Like, dude, if you think pistol sniping's bad, just wait.
My peeps.
If you put SMGs on waterway, no one will ever be able to leave the base.
Exactly.
Straight up, you stick your head out and you're dead. Oh,
Double
beautiful.
kill. Double kill.
So speaking
Now
of
with that attitude.
do
Jesus.
we know what's up this next, guys?
Shit, y'all over my dream.
It's a great question. Let me double check real quickly.
Say it again. I'm sorry. Was that me?
Oh no, we're gonna see which map is next.
Oh, it's Quarry.
Oh yes,
New quarry.
I'm excited to see that. Death's been spending a lot of time on Corey. Definitely practicing that one.
Maybe kind of a group up push here that's starting to happen from
You guys want some game audio, probably.
would be good.
Sorry.
So I do feel like I've noticed a lot of the Supernova players taking the main rail, which is honestly the longest way possible to get to your destination. So I'd like to see them on future maps, switching it up a little bit and going different routes.
Yeah, it's interesting.
1 minute.
I go back and forth on this. I think that this area of Canyon lends itself to taking rails for primary transportation, but because the issue is, it really comes down to the dashes. The end space here is pretty large, so to be able to survive and combat, you need to have dashes when you arrive.
Yeah, but
so if you're
can't you get the dashes loaded up like when you're in the silo and just walk through?
when you say silo, what do you mean here?
The part, like where the red's first spawn is. Like if you cut through that area, don't you save a lot of time? And can't you just walk to save your dashes?
You can, but then then you're losing time. So it's a question of how do you get there as quickly as possible, but still have dashes to utilize.
Okay, I just feel like the main rail is just such an obvious play that like that's where they're always going to send. If you're always taking the rail.
I don't remember out there that I said when they were at 77 that they would probably get 10 more.
78, but yeah, close enough. We'll give it to you.
77%. You got here late. You're also late at checking it. You're just late on everything.
We'll give it to you.
EquipVR.io scores and stats. What do we got, peeps?
Fathead at 16 and 50.
Sorry, you take it, guys.
Yeah, Fathead at 16 and 50. Doing a lot of disruption, obviously. Despair at 59 and 56. Garbage Man at 61 and 37, so best KD for Death. And then Dot has kind of expected there at the top with 57 and 62. Yeah, so just across the board, you can see that Death was very specifically dominant. They had better KDs, better team coordination pushing the cart. You can just see that all of their practice really paid off.
Oh, you know what that means? We got the awesome video to play for you from Twitch. And
Nice, Corey.
Corey, enjoy.
Hi, hello, and welcome to Corey. We hope you're ready for a very long round of endlessly tiring countdowns and counters. We'll be watching you as you tirelessly press B button for the win, only to have the entire map flipped and be respawned into a race to counter your own button against 5 enemies somehow. Where did they all come from? Join us in the tunnel for a never-ending fight in the dark that never stops. Want to finally see the C button? Too bad, you're dead again. So come on down to Quarry, the map that nobody likes, but everyone secretly agrees it's the best looking and most well thought out of them all. Bring a diaper, because once it's selected, you'll be here for a while.
Yeah.
That video is so awesome. I love that they made that.
I love that video too. Any chance I could play it, I would play it for every map if I could, just to make no sense. Just to make no sense.
Hey, we need one for each map.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to bribe them whatever they want. They want whatever they need. Stickers, beanies.
Yeah,
whatever
come
they
on,
need.
Simp and Twitch, you get it together.
Yeah, for real. We've come to rely on you.
Yeah.
That matters to some people.
This is what happens to people with talent that do stuff for other people. That people just depend on you from that point on.
We need more content, guys.
We're waiting for.
Yeah, the way that Dash League works is as soon as you do something helpful or special, we then require you to do that helpful or special thing.
Yes.
Moving forward. That's how it worked when Dre started streaming games. That's what happened when Percent one day was like, yeah, I'll help out with a follow cam. What happened when Bakers decided to hop on for one league match to help commentate, and all of a sudden he's on the staff.
Yeah. You just show up one day, be like, "Oh, what size are you? Okay, here's your shirt."
Lat mentioned me. Lat just messaged me, and he was like, "Hey, would you like to be a mod and help out with some stuff in Dash League?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
And I was
like, now, yeah, it was funny because we were talking about how we all got involved, and I was like, I don't even remember that. So I went back and saw that message, and I was like, really? That's how that started? Didn't realize what I was signing up for. Thought I was just going to be doing some light moderating on a Discord server.
Hey, who would have thought that would be going this far out?
Got fooled, you guys. I got hoodwinked.
I thought I would just be doing a video one here or there. Now we got
not marathoning your weekends.
What even is it? It's Dash League.
I'm also so proud that that the Twitchy nickname has stuck because it's fantastic.
Twitchy.
So good.
You know, the other day he was on a server and he was like, I don't think anyone on the server knows me as Grubby Horsefly.
No.
Twitchy.
It's funny.
He just needs to accept it.
It's funny you mentioned that because I just saw Grubby say something about the video. I was like, oh, was Grubby a part of that too? Oh man, I feel bad. No, Twitchy. Sorry.
If he plays online as Grubby anymore, people will try to recruit him to a team because they think it's a new player because no one will recognize the name. I'm telling you. At this point, Twitchy, if you play as Grubby, we're going to assume that you're aliasing.
Here we go. Ashley! Woo!
1, go.
All right, let's see what they do.
Like Garbage Man is going for the staples.
Takes A.
Somebody got their button. That's a great start.
First,
I was really grateful that
takes B.
that the moment where I forgot to cap our button against Bruh was caught on the follow cam. That was fantastic.
Always. Garbage Man's doing awesome with these staples right
Just
now.
tearing through.
Red team scores in
Oh, wow.
2
Nice.
Oh my
Scores
word.
in 2, 1.
Double headshot.
Wow.
Damn,
Wow.
death! I missed it
Awesome.
completely. Everybody in the booth and nobody caught that. Damn, that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's how fast it was. I'm not mad. I'm just saying that's how fast
Yeah,
it
no.
was.
Takes C.
1 minute.
1 minute.
So someone needs to talk to Death about not undermining the theme of the video that we played beforehand, because if you're gonna cap that quickly.
Oh my god, this is crazy. These people are ruthless. No wonder they're called dead, because they kill, bro. It's murder!
2, 1.
Boom!
One left. There it is.
Welcome to Jamrock.
Wow, they're about to beat TMNM's record on this map.
Why you
3
mad?
minutes. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Good for them. That's crazy.
Blue takes
Percent,
C.
not everything is about you. God damn it.
It is percent. It is.
It's not about me. It's about Team M. It's a little different. Not a huge difference, but like a little different.
Fathead, why are you going off like that, Fathead? 11-1. Fathead, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, Garbage Man is 9-0, so he technically has a better KD. Come on, Fathead, get it together.
It's over.
Red team scores.
Come on.
Red takes B.
Supernova. Come on, everybody, cheer for Supernova. Give him one.
Red team.
Come on, Supernova. Nice counters.
Hell yeah.
And they still got one hiding behind them too. This is rough.
Scores in red team.
Oh, my word.
Oh,
There's 2 left.
1.
Oh!
wow.
On the
Wow.
button,
22-25.
Wow.
Wow.
Quick BR
Wow.
WL scores and stats.
Just over 2.5 minutes. That's insane. That's impressive.
Whoa, and Callie was the top overall score,
What happened?
tapping those buttons. I think Callie actually got the top overall score because I think she had the responsibility of capping the B button. And so she got it every single round, and then the rest of them sort of split the other button caps between each other. Because those are low scores across the board. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that game was so
That was
fast, you're
so
not going to rack
fast.
up that many points.
So
Yep.
fast.
On Team M, you'll every now and then hear someone be like, "Oh man, I bottom scored," and it's like, dude, the match was 2 minutes. Like, I think we all did a pretty good job.
Wow.
Swear to God, percent. You mentioned TM one more time.
Go ahead, man. This is Dashley TV. Mention as many times as you
TMNM,
want.
TMNM is a premier team. You know, it's something people want to hear about.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Mutants. Teenage.
Let's just put it this way: it's not one of those. It's not one of those other guys. You know.
Yeah. Where did TMNM finish last season? I just want to remember. Was it the quarterfinals or was it the semifinals?
I don't know, but we definitely had better week 1 matchups than others, so I assume we did better in the long run.
TMNM tonight, right? You guys have a match?
How did our TMNM other match go? I'm curious. I can't remember anymore.
Went to a control point.
And who won that?
You guys did.
Oh.
I'm not worried about the
That's
beginning of the
TMNM.
year. I'm not here for the regular season award.
Oh, really?
But it's good to know that you are.
I like it. No, I'm with you, man. No, that's a good attitude. Fuck the regular season. We're here to win the playoffs.
That's right. Champions in the booth.
But to get back to the actual game that's being played right now,
Yeah.
since Percent wants to make this entire show a TMNM advertisement, apparently.
I like it.
That was a
enjoy playing that.
fantastic showing. by
Amazing.
Death. I think that you're really seeing them, learn from some of the mistakes and just dealing with some of these stronger opponents in the first couple of weeks. Not necessarily that they made mistakes, but just, there's an adjustment period. It takes some time to get used to what's happening, and I think you really just saw them hit the ground running, and they just tore through Supernova bluntly.
Yeah, Death has been doing almost daily scrims with multiple other teams, especially within the clan. So I'm honestly not surprised that Death came out so hard. They've been putting the time in.
I mean, I could definitely say this time for sure, without an understatement, that was amazing. Like the performance they put on that map, I've never seen it end like that. Like I just wasted money on a diaper for no reason because the video told me to go get one, and now I'm just sitting here in a clean diaper. It sucks.
Semp and Twitchy, if you guys are listening, we're never playing that video again because
Never.
it's a lie.
It's
Hey,
a
can we get
lie.
Can we get a camera on Fathead?
Yes. Fatty two heads.
Ooh, we should put the other on Garbage Man. I do enjoy his heavy weapons on death matches.
Look at this guy. It's murder! Damn, look at this guy. Look at this guy. You're wrong, fathead. You're wrong.
Fathead's like Carmelo Anthony. He's getting up there. He's not the player he used to be, but every once in a while he can put in a really solid performance.
There you go.
I'm only saying that because I know Fathead's gonna listen to this later on. No, Fathead is fantastic.
He went from Antonio Brown to Gronk to who?
Antonio Brown.
To Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony. Okay.
Carmelo Anthony.
Maybe an AI. Maybe AI.
He'll
is
get
a
to
good
podcast off.
comparison.
He'll get to podcast status soon enough.
What did you just what?
I had a stroke.
We're making basketball
Oh,
references.
by the
now.
way,
The whole thing.
USPS's new name is Yusps.
You spit.
Yusps.
Looks like Garbage Man might be a fellow button shooter, based on what we just saw him.
Danny, there's no disrespect meant to Mello. He's a fantastic player. He's also on my hometown team right now, so I love the guy.
You love the guy? Alright. Now I know you're full of shit. Nobody loves Melo.
Mello's awesome, dude.
Get out of here.
Dude, that guy is a straight up baller.
Alright. I mean, he's literally a baller because he plays basketball.
Don't act like you don't know what that means. Come on, son.
I mean, he doesn't.
Come
Alright.
on. Also, aren't you a Lakers fan or a Clippers fan or
No,
something
yeah, I
like
like
that?
the worst
It's not
teams. I like the worst teams.
You can't really, you can't really speak
No, when
to
you like the
anyone.
worst teams, it's easy to talk shit because you have nowhere else to go but the bottom. I mean, you get.
True.
Ooh, let's talk about sports then. Who do you guys have for the Super Bowl?
Oh, that's right. No, not the Super Bowl. The bowl that's super.
Yeah,
I don't want to get freaking blocked.
The big game.
The big
That was a
game.
nice double kill by Vister. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game, man. It's hard to say. Kansas City.
Despair almost went past an AFK Yeet kid, and then he turned around. He's like, "Nah," and shoots him in the head. That was fantastic. He tried to. He was really planning on doing the honorable thing, and then he backtracked and decided to wake up and be violent.
Violence is the answer.
I'm hoping that Chiefs win because I don't like Brady, but I told my wife if Brady wins, then I'm gonna give it to him as the GOAT because he could win with any team.
You're gonna give it to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him.
Oh,
Oh,
He's been
wow.
asking for it, and I'm just gonna give it to him.
Go to
Why you
war.
making
I
it
mean-
weird, man? What the hell?
Poor guy's only got Giselle Bundchen. He's really needing a little Dre Day.
Hey, I'm skinny and tall like her, I guess. I don't know. He's got a type. I don't know what to tell you. Why you making it weird? Who you got in the Super Bowl? I mean, the bowl that's
I'm
Super.
good.
God damn it.
For the Bucks, I guess.
The
Since,
Bucks?
yeah.
You got Brady boy?
I mean, I couldn't tell you who's on either team, and I could just go with my my usual. There's great players on both teams, and they're all gonna do awesome, and I'm so proud of them for making it this far.
Well, you're a
but
Florida gal, right?
it's true, yep. So I feel like if I don't go for the Bucks, but I'm originally from the Midwest, so it feels kind of bad not going for the Chiefs. But
I don't know. It's tough because this is actually legitimately like a super fair, even matchup between the two teams. Bucks have gotten significantly better since the last time they faced, and yet they were within 3 points of them in the last game they faced off. I don't know, man. I like Tom Brady. I really do. I think his legacy is pretty awesome. If he wins a Super Bowl with this team, it would really solidify the GOAT status. At the same time, you've got Patrick Mahomes, who may very well be the new GOAT, and we'll see how his career takes off. He's already started at a crazy pace, so if he can beat Tom Brady, dude, that would speak volumes for his lifetime of work going forward. If he loses to Brady, they're always going to say, he was never as good as Brady in his peak.
oh, it's true, and I mean, Mahomes is like honestly a good person too. So
Mahomes is
Well,
awesome.
I don't think we're talking about Andy Reid, who's also fantastic. Like that's a cool coach as well.
Absolutely.
So, do you think Fathead's gonna be the Brady of Hyperdash? Is that what?
No,
No, we got
I
this
do not.
Gronk. We got this Gronk.
I think I'm pretty sure Rico is the Brady of Hyperdash.
All right.
Yeah, but Rico doesn't switch teams. He's on the same.
Got it.
Well, hold
Got
on. You say that, but like, how long did it take Tom Brady to switch teams? We've got like another 20 seasons before we can get to the
That's
True.
true.
Yeah, we've already discussed with 1V that Recco is going to be joining other once TBD starts losing steam. So
Here we go.
you know,
Who's gonna
that'll
get it?
happen.
Fathead
Got
might
it.
get it. He needs two
Oh,
more.
Heisenberg said something
Oh.
about soccer.
Dot
And then-
46.
I'm sorry, Heisenberg. I don't
One
follow
more.
soccer.
Fathead needs one more. Oh, Despair needs one more. Who's gonna get it?
Heisenberg World Cup. I
Fatty
would love
takes
to talk World Cup with you sometime. I'm still a little bit in disbelief that it'll happen, but we'll see.
The Yeet Kid went 0-29. All right, he was down that whole game.
I think he was just running
He was
around
just
having
hanging out.
fun.
Yeah, I think he was just having fun.
Okay.
I noticed that the
Nice
third
job.
time he got killed so fast, I was like, all right, he's just having a good time. Because pretty sure you don't go 0-29 when you were so dope. in the
29
matches.
and those kills for Fatheads, by the way. I just want to invalidate Fathead's win here.
Yeah. Let's do that.
You got 29 kills on you, kid.
Yeah, let's get far away from that Brady comparison. We don't need his head any fatter.
Also, before the Brady comparison, let's have Fathead win a championship. You know?
Yeah,
like,
true. No, I think Fathead's more similar to like a Brett Favre. You know, he just kind of like a cowboy, just launch it up and hope for the best.
There you go.
I was really hoping that you looked up some like deep backup quarterback from
Nope.
like the 1980s.
He's like a Goff.
He's like a Chase Daniel.
He's like a oh my god.
Is that it? That's it? All right, everybody. So Death.
Super.
That takes it.
Yeah, good
Tax
game
on
back
another
there.
3 rank points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be fascinating to see how this moves forward. We've got Arc versus TMN at a 8 Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Yep,
5
yep.
p.m. Pacific
Eastern,
Standard.
5 Pacific.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to seeing Percent get embarrassed on live stream again, as he always does.
I don't
Yeah,
recall ever being embarrassed.
What do you got in that match,
I don't
Gatsby?
get embarrassed. I do poorly. That's all right.
Man, that's a good question. What are the maps being played?
We're playing Quarry and Orange.
In that order?
Okay.
So probably Orange first, if I had to guess.
Okay.
Usually payloads first in our matches.
That's interesting. I think I'd give the edge to TMN on Orange, and I'd give the edge to Arc on Quarry. If I had to pick.
You played us on Quarry. You played us on
Dude,
Quarry.
I did not play you on Quarry. You say this every time. You're
Your
a
team
broken
did.
record. I was
Your
not
team
in
did.
the scrimmage with you on Quarry.
Scrimmage.
Or
No, we had a
the
league
actual
match.
with you on Quarry. We've
Either
been
way.
over it.
Either way, other should recognize that we're pretty decent. Quarry team as well.
Can we
Honestly, I think they might win payload.
Can we talk about
Quarry.
Can we talk about people getting to have their own opinions and finishing them before you start saying the same exact thing you say every time on stream? Literally every single time. Jesus Christ.
You're welcome to your opinion, but I'm welcome to tell you I don't like your opinion.
Yeah, maybe let me finish my sentence first.
Go for it, man.
Like I said, I think that TMNM has a really good orange payload strategy. I think Arc, Arc still has, because that core group has been together for so long, has more of that practical experience, and obviously their compendium is extensive. So I think we'll probably see a control point one way or the other.
I hope so. What about USPS? What do you think of that matchup later?
Oh, I don't want to talk about the matchup later yet. I can't let you guys know what I'm thinking. That's hours away. It's like 6 hours from now.
It is a long time away.
I gotta look at the rosters. I gotta see. Can't choose yet. I'll let you know later.
All right. Well, that's good. That's a good point. Let's get the hell out of here, guys. Any last words? Any shout outs from anybody? Gatsby, from you. Thank you for joining us.
Shout outs to Death for one of the most fantastic Quarry performances I've ever seen. That's not a pushover team that were playing in Supernova. Those are guys that have been in the league for a long time. So well done. It just speaks to their practice, their effort, their continued focus on improving and getting better together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much, USPS, for joining us. You're gonna join us later for the other match, right?
Yep, I'll be there.
Any shout outs from you?
Shout out to Death and Supernova. That was an awesome game. Thank you guys. Shout out to the Soul server as a whole. That's the server that Death's located. Fire, Blood, Life, all of us are in there. So we've been all putting in the work. Shout out to you, Dre. Thank you so much for casting today and for putting this on. And shout out to the mods and the devs and everybody. Triangle Factory. Thanks for everything you do.
Hey, Percent, thank you for making it in, man. I wish I knew we were gonna be here. I would have taken care of it. But any shots from you?
Shout out Classic Scout, one of my oldest friends in the game. Good dude.
Hell yeah. When's he gonna join us in the booth?
I don't know that. He'll be playing in the game tonight.
All right. Shout outs to everybody. USPS basically said everybody. I'm going to add on there. Shout outs to everybody in Outspace watching us in TV land. Shout outs to the teams later on and the clans, Hell's Hitman, and the teams Phoenix and Big D. Thank you so much to the guest co-hosts, Gatsby, USPS Percent, and I think Makers will be able to join me later. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh, Mr. V for helping me out on the cam. I appreciate that, man, because I am lazy and I'm too used to Percent taking care of it. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Peace.
Peace out.